Right, well, markets have got a lot to think about. We've had those minutes out from the Fed suggesting that interest rates will continue to rise. Concern about rising cases in China, when we've had a survey on Chinese services as well. It is largely green arrows in Asian trading this morning. We're up a third on the Nikkei. We're up nearly 2/3 in Shanghai this morning.
Commodities.
With EGA, Emirates Global Aluminium, the world's biggest premium aluminium producer, supplying UAE-made metal to more than 50 countries.
Where it's a completely different story in the oil markets this morning. Concerns about what is happening with China and what it could mean for oil demand in the global economy has pushed Brent down below $80 a barrel. We're about $4 down this morning. 78.86 is where we are for Brent. Gold, meanwhile, is holding strong on those 6-month highs. We're at 18.60 this morning. Gold, of course, likes a good crisis. People like to keep it as a bit of a hedge against bad times.
Taking stock with the Dubai financial market, sustainably accelerating business and individual wealth.
Looking at the markets in a bit more depth this morning and what the new investment goals that we have just heard outlined here in Dubai could mean for our local stock markets. We are going to be speaking to one expert this morning. Amongst those investment goals is the aim of becoming one of the top 4 global financial markets and attracting 700 billion dirhams in FDI. Yogesh Khairajani is Global Market Strategist at Century Financial. Yogesh, it's lovely to have you in. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning.
What do you make of the targets that have come out in this new 10-year plan?
I think that's absolutely wonderful because we are strategically at the right location and at the right time. We have seen GCC markets have actually performed really, really well this year. And it has kind of outperformed all other markets. Even the target for 2023 for GCC markets is around 7%. And that's really, really good. And at this time, if we see in the first half of 2022, UAE attracted at least 51,000 investors and 70% of them were foreign investments. So the target for this particular agenda, first of all, is to bring more and more FDI. There has been at least 490 projects which have started. There are hundreds of digital transformation projects which are about to go. And I feel that this is one initiative where UAE is already opening up. Along with economies in Saudi Arabia, they're already opening up for foreign ownerships. Companies are working towards eliminating foreign ownership restrictions. And this announcement could not come at a better time.
And as you say, we've bucked the trend last year. We've also seen a lot more FDI coming on foreign investment coming into our markets. Nearly 50% of the trade last year was indeed foreign money. What needs to happen to increase that?
I think it's already happening because if you see that there is a certain roadshow which will start in New York between January 12th and 13th, and that is one significant step which is being initiated to collaborate foreign investors or the lending issuers over there to connect them with the institutions. There are a lot of firms which have been registered newly in DIFC, around 500 of them, and doing this roadshow, even that is intended towards the fact that the collaboration will happen. More and more projects related to clean energy, as you just mentioned right now in your conversation, more and more projects related to healthcare and medicine and education, which has already been happening. And with the current agenda of Sheikh Mohammed, I think that is something which we will see bringing more and more investors being attracted towards UAE markets. In the roadshow, we will see companies like Empower, Diva, Salik, along with Emaar. All of them are having one-on-one conferences with the foreign investors outside.
Tell me why roadshows work. I mean, as you say, some of the big listed companies that we have got here, Emaar, a couple of the newly listed companies as well, are going to be hopping on a plane and going to New York. Zoom, email, WhatsApp. Why do we still physically go straight to the investors, talk face-to-face for roadshows? Why does it work?
So one primary reason is why we are meeting all our clients again when we already had Zoom. Virtual meetings are great. I mean, I'm a fan of them. People are aware with the technology now. And these roadshows have been going on virtually last 2 years of pandemic. But now the decision has been placed that since UAE has handled the whole pandemic crisis so well, and I think for everybody, it's time now to meet personally and have a one-on-one conversation like they have been having since 2007 when this whole roadshow program was initiated. I think it builds up more confidence. I think the one-on-one understanding physically at the place, it brings in the confidence. And virtual meetings are great, but I think meeting them personally makes a lot more personal attribution. Yeah.
What will investment fund managers, pension fund managers, what do they want to hear? What kind of questions will they have?
I think they just need a great infrastructure, which UAE already has. I think they need a place which is politically stable. If you see around right now, we are in the middle of the global crisis when it comes to war situations, when it comes to countries already plunging towards recession. I think UAE has shown phenomenal year of 2022, and with the coming foreign investments, and I think with advancements in healthcare, in medicine, and education, I think that's what investments want to hear. The real estate has been booming, and we have seen more and more investments coming in. Tourism is one thing which has been going on since 2022. And this was because of the reason that COVID was handled so well. UAE was open way before than other economies were. So we had a lot of tourism coming in. Even for FIFA in Qatar, a lot of people stayed in UAE. This influx of tourism, and it is expected to continue, and that is going to boost possibly and hopefully real estate as well. And I think this much amount of investment and opportunities, a good political infrastructure, boosting wholesale and retail sectors, this is what investor wants to hear. They want a nice environment to work. Then they need right people to do business, and a strategically located place which can connect everybody.
Okay, very quickly, I've got less than a minute left with you. What does it mean for us? Why should the average retail investor into an exchange like the DFM care if foreign money is coming in?
I think this is, everybody asks about my New Year resolution. My New Year resolution is choosing value over growth and avoid the noise. We have a lot of great utility stocks. We have Diva, we have Salik, which are paying great dividends. And I think for once, we just need to diversify. And as far as regional markets are concerned or local markets are concerned, we have seen what global markets have shown through us. And now I think we should diversify into local and regional sector as well, with a great amount of investments coming in.
Yogesh Khairajani is Global Market Strategist at Century Financial, speaking to us today about some of those big investment goals that we've seen coming out of our new D33 10-year plan.